Hello folks, it's Velody here. It's a wintry day and I'm very grateful that I woke up in a warm home with my loving family around me and sending love and light out to everybody on these cold times in the where I am from anyway, and hi to you in those lovely warm temperatures. Look at you. Okay, so let's get down to it. I was recently at a Speakers and Entrepreneurs conference in California, and back in the UK now, and really energized and inspired from that event, and I shared a few videos in the event with the attendees, and the feedback was positive, and people asked if I could share more hints and tips that I've learned as a performer to help you guys to achieve your top performance out there. Now I'm going to talk to you today about nerves and doubts specifically. This is part of a little series I'll be doing, so we're just going to go into a little bit of nerves management today. Now why am I qualified to speak to you about that? I used to be scared of microphones, and as you can now probably tell, I'm no longer scared of microphones, I'm no longer scared of a camera in my face, I'm no longer scared of talking to you this way. And not only that, I went from being afraid of microphones to actually becoming a paid professional MC and also singing for television. And there's nothing more nerve-wracking or potentially nerve-wracking than being on set with a whole crew staring at you when you're at the last scene of the day and you need to nail your shot, and the camera is as close as this camera right now. There's a live microphone and you really need to get this first take because everyone in the place wants to go home and it's on your shoulders. So that was me just a couple of years ago for ITV, which is one of the big stations in the UK. And so yeah, that's my credentials for talking to you about how to manage nerves. Now, how do nerves show up in your life? Nerves and doubts can come anytime. It could be you're on a date, trying to get a second date or another date, and the butterflies start to go because you want it to go so well. Job interviews, trying to attract investment, any kind of important scenario. We really need to have mastery of ourselves. Now, I help take people from confusion to clarity, from clarity to self-mastery, and from self-mastery to stage mastery. And remember, a stage, as Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. With Facebook Live and smartphones and everything being captured now, we're almost on the stage kind of 24/7. So it's really a priority for us to be able to always shine at our best and always be ready for when that spotlight might be thrust upon us. So, first thing in managing nerves is to start noticing when nerves are showing up for you. So we're not about curing your nerves at this stage. The first step is always awareness. So if nerves are an issue, if you're finding yourself stumbling over your words, you're getting red-faced, you're stuttering, you're forgetting facts, your mind's going blank, and things of this nature, your nerves are just getting the better of you a little bit. So the first thing to do is just to notice what kinds of situations it is where that's happening. Get through the situation as best you can, and then in a calm moment afterwards, we need to sit down with yourself and just think through what was it about that particular situation that was bringing you nerves. So for example, there's a very famous little way that Seth Godin, great serial entrepreneur, someone to check out if you've not seen him before. And he talks about, let's say you're Saturday night, 10 o'clock, and you're out with friends or a dinner party or something like this, and your phone goes, and you can see on the screen it's your boss. What's your reaction? Most people's reaction is, of course, oh my God, why is my boss calling? Oh my God, there must be a problem. I'm going to get fired, I'm going to lose my house, I'm going to lose my self-respect, my wife's going to leave me, my husband's going to leave me, oh my God. Right? All in a millisecond, because it's what we're attaching to the phone call, attaching to that person of significance in our life. What control do they have over our life, and are they going to exert the most worst possible thing that they could exert to us? And that's where our brain goes the quickest, because of course the human brains are wired to keep us safe from all potential threats. And so we're very quickly able to analyse and extrapolate threats to their nth degree of severity and danger for us. So that's what's happening in that millisecond when we're panicking, okay? So the first thing is, get through it for now with your coping mechanisms that you currently have. When you're in a quiet moment, go into introspection and say, what was it about that situation? What was I thinking, and how did my thoughts lead to where I was thrown off my game? And that's the first thing to do, is just start to raise your awareness of what particular triggers for you and why that might be so. And if you're able to do it, that's the first step. And we will go through different steps as I create this series for you. If you're having trouble identifying actually what's going on for you and where the steps are leading and why it feels so traumatic for you, these nerves, and why they're really taking you out of the game, you just need to chat with a trusted third party. So somebody you trust, that doesn't have an agenda, that isn't trying to take your life in a certain way, that can just listen and reflect with you and help you dig a bit deeper. And that could be a trusted friend. Remember it's a friend that will tell you the truth, and a friend that's not pushing their own agenda or not just trying to protect you at all costs. We need someone that's actually going to dig deep and uncover what's really going on for you. That could be a coach, a trusted confidant, whoever it is for you. And of course, at any time, you'll feel free to reach out to me or another coach. Remember, all successful people have coaches of one type or another. Just think of the great actors or Olympians, sports people. Everybody has a coach. So just keep that in mind. If you're finding things tricky, there's people out there that are ready, willing to help you. So you just need to take that first step. So remember, do a little audit of what was going through your mind. And if you're finding your mind went blank, just give yourself space and time to reflect. And try again, and try again, and try again. Or reach out to somebody who can help you dig deeper even quicker. That's my Nerves 101, or rather, Coping with Nerves 101, and I hope to speak to you again very, very soon. Cheers from England, it's Velody signing off. Thank you.